It took this family over a year to get in contract with the property, and they submitted over 30 offers, and they were absolutely desperate. They were stretching themselves so thin on every single offer, and they were losing every single time. I can't imagine how discouraging it really is to go all in on something, to do everything you can to make something happen just to be denied. So why did this veteran have such a hard time finding a home? That's the story of the buyers of one of my listings, and they had something missing on their offer, and I knew exactly what it was, and I knew how to fix it. So I gave them a chance. A lot of active duty service members are on a fixed income. So their income is based off of their rank and what they're going to be getting for their housing allowance, their BAH. So with what was happening in the last 2 years, they were having a really difficult time winning offers, and it was just a bloodbath out there, especially in San Diego, where a lot of our clients are located. But the thing is, we were getting most, if not all, of our buyers into houses. And there was one missing link, and it's kind of an obvious one to us. And the thing is, it's like how you start with buying a house, and it's your lender. That's the key that they were missing. That's the key that was really getting these people behind. Just to kind of paint the picture just a little bit more for you guys, in San Diego County, where a lot of our clients, our active duty clients are, in 2019, the median housing price was $590,000. It's high, it's California. In 2020, that went up to $650,000. And in 2021, that went up to $779,000. That's a crazy increase in price. That's 32% increase in just pricing alone. Now, let's say you get a 3% loan on that property. That means you're paying almost $800 more every single month just on the principal and interest. That's it. Not talking about any insurances, HOAs, Millaroos, or taxes. That's completely besides the point. This is just your principal and interest. So let's go into what we were doing that was a little bit different from the competition. But first, if this is helpful for you, make sure to like this video, put a comment down in the comment section down below if you have any topics that you want us to cover. So the first thing that we did was make sure that the financials were all correct. We got the money right. And the thing is that a lot of people just kind of wing it when it comes to the lending process and the lending standards. We have an in-house lending company, so we were able to control a lot of the process and keep everyone accountable. So we're able to track a lot of things and make sure that everyone's on the same page with communication, making sure all the money is as right as possible, and we're protecting the service member as much as we can. And that leads us to the second thing, which is to set up the right expectations right up front. The thing is, it was kind of predictable as to where the market was going. We knew it was going to be a heavy increase. As long as the interest rates kind of stayed at that little threshold that we were thinking, then it's kind of predictable the market's going to go up. So we were able to set that right expectation, tell them, hey, this is your price point. We want to stay below this price point, yes, so we need to look at properties at this price point in order to be here. It was a little confusing for people. They thought that they would be able to purchase the property right at the price range that they were currently approved for. It wasn't the case because agents were underpricing properties just so that they can say that, hey, I got an offer $100,000 over asking. There was a lot of ego going on, and it's unfortunate, and it didn't set up the right expectations for a lot of people. So we wanted to make sure that we set that expectation correct right up front. The next thing that we did that was a little bit different was to figure out what the seller actually needs out of escrow. Every situation is just a little bit different. Usually they need to get out fast, so we would accommodate to that. The next thing after that was to figure out what the agent needs, what makes them comfortable with the whole situation. Because I know that there is a perception out there that the VA loan process is difficult and it's a bad loan, and it can be if you don't know what you're doing. But the key to all of this is to find the right lender, and they are going to be your first step to success when it comes down to it. And if you don't have somebody that's actually a problem solver, that's actually going to look out for you, then they're the wrong person. The reason why I like working with my guys, the reason why they're actually around us, is because they are problem solvers. An example of this was when we had a service member whose first year of service was deleted by the Marine Corps, and we didn't know this at the time, but we couldn't figure it out. We didn't know why he wasn't getting a certificate of eligibility that stated that he was able to receive VA loan. And sure enough, his administrative specialist out of his unit deleted his first year of service, saying that he didn't go to boot camp or his MOS school, which literally can't happen. He has to go to those two things in order to become a functioning Marine. So my guys spent hours trying to figure this out. They actually spoke to the VA. They called up their unit, they went on his MOL. If you're a Marine, you understand what that is, and they figured it out. Any other lender would have just given up and said, hey, thank you so much for your service, but it looks like you didn't actually serve. Like, come on, man. So if you need help with finding the right lender in your area, feel free to book a call with me. I have a link down below. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Make sure to like the video. All right, bye.